Don't go bring Igbo man come my house, oh. Don't go bring Hausa man come my house, oh. Like you see,
especially Benin people are heavy on the don't go bring Igbo man come my house.
Yeah, those are heavy on that thing. Those have this very, they have this personal hatred for the Igbos.
Marriages in Nigeria have been looked at from our culture as sacred, and different people and different cultures have their own takes and their own beliefs of what marriage should look like. And that brings us to our topic for today, which is our take on intertribal marriages in Nigeria. I have Sylvester on my right hand side and Sammy Kids on my left hand side. And today we are going to be dissecting the issue of intertribal marriages in Nigeria. And we are going to talk about the pros and the cons. What you feel, if you feel it is okay to marry intertribally, or if you feel as a person it is safer to marry someone from your tribe and stay with someone that you know that you already accustomed to a certain type of cultures, so you don't have to start learning a new different type of culture or have cultural misappropriations and misinterpretations. So Sylvester, what do you think about this?
Tribal marriage, intertribal marriage. I feel intertribal marriage has been a very big issue in Nigeria because when we talk about tribe now, they don't even go to outside your state. You find out that even within your state, let's use the issue of the Igbos. An Anambra man cannot marry an Igbo man. An Igbo man, an Imo man. Yes, an Anambra man cannot marry an Imo. You see, Imo and so people. An Igbo man.
They have their stereotypes, but they actually do get married to each other.
No, most times. Most times. So, and now let's not just leave. Let's live within a particular state now. Let's go back to outside your state when you have the Yoruba man. And it is said that most times people tell you that Yoruba man, if an Igbo woman married out of our state, know that Igbo man most times is after money. Yeah, now that guy actually have money, that Igbo women don't allow the city to stay married if money is not there. So, intertribal marriage has been a problem in our Nigerian society. It's hardly you find an Hausa person want to marry out of his culture, because you feel like you don't know his culture. You are coming in like you are like a stranger into their land. So when you are coming in, they don't like outside people to come in. So intertribal marriage has been a very difficult issue in Nigeria as a society from a very onset. Parents are always telling you, don't marry
from Suso tribe.
Which state is he from? He's from Yoruba. Yoruba men, then they raise you, they call your children, like, no, this is what our society has made us look at intertribal marriage as a sin, as an abomination, sacrilege. That when you marry outside your state, you have committed a sin, or when you marry outside your village.
There are some states that have multiple cultures in them.
Yes, then inside Edo State, they'll say, you don't go marry Benin man, if it's a Shaman, say, if it's Shaman, don't go marry Benin man, your Benin man marry Shaman, you want to marry Shaman, the bad person. So,
for me, I feel like intertribal marriages, the problems we have with intertribal marriages in the country is mostly due to tribalism and tribal bigotry. There are some people that are just tribalists and they don't welcome the opposite tribe or any tribe. In fact, they might even be similar tribes, but they just don't welcome each other. You can see someone they are both from the same tribe, but maybe different local governments.
They just hate
themselves. They actually speak the same language.
Well, different parts of the particular states now, they don't want to be involved with each other.
I just feel like it's those kind of people that do those things. They are still the ones that promote this hatred for other tribes and make and make certain problems to seem like those problems are attached to a certain tribe.
I feel for me, I feel this is our individual differences, because I actually say when an Igbo person marry a Yoruba person, and you feel that these marriages are interesting.
Yes.
Let's see the issue of Davido. And Davido married a Yoruba person, which is an Igbo person, which is Choma. So you can see, and you find out a lot of people are now imbibing such, marrying intertribe.
Right from when I was a kid, Yorubas have always married Igbos and Igbos married Yoruba. Normally, although sometimes there are always side talks in the marriage and everything.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So it's something that's always happened. Like I think Davido's grandmom is Igbo, so it's something that's been happening for years. You understand?
Well, I understand that part, something that's happening for years, but in as much it's happening for years, you see, I find parents saying, "No go bring Igbo man come my house, no go bring Hausa man come my house." Like you see,
especially Benin people are heavy on the "no go bring Igbo man come my house."
Yeah, those are heavy on that thing. They don't. Those have this very. They have this personal hatred for the Igbos. That is personal. The way they see the Igbos, like, oh, na Igbo man. No, once you don't call, especially Igbos, those are Yoruba. Once you don't call, is it Yoruba? Yoruba people, that's kind of character. They want to now start segregating themselves from the Yorubas. I mean, no, yes, from the Igbos. Why Igbo man too? Igbos are big on tribalism. Igbo man is already saying, is already telling you, Igbo. He's already trying to speak Igbo to you. That Igbo know you're an Igbo person. So I feel these things has eaten into our society very well. And our ancestors have been the one that has done this thing, because if as a child now, you know what they call tabula as a child, a child grows up with clean slate and written on by experience. So if as a child when growing up, is what you experience. So if when growing up, people are telling Igbo people are good people, do something with them, you now will not have that mindset of yes, Igbo people, because you don't know anything. You are brought into this world. So based on the experience you are having, and some people now based on their one-on-one experience with the other tribe, they will just one person. They will just look at the person and say, no, you know, get anything about with this person again. Like, I don't have anything to do with this person again. I'm in English now because I know I use a pidgin English here. So, what do you think as a person that child? Do you think that intertribal marriage is very interesting? I'm coming from a point of view of communication. Don't you think that there are times that this person will feel left out in this marriage because of maybe maybe my sister comes around now as a girl now, my sister comes around and I'm speaking Igbo, and me I'm from Edo. One time I'm feeling that oh my places where they talk about me, I mean they talk a lot, and me I'm not that feeling like
I feel like intertribal marriages are actually quite interesting. And I feel like if there's a trust in your marriage to a certain extent, you would never believe that your partner would discuss something behind you
about you. Yes.
You would never believe that, one. Then two, I believe that if you really love somebody, like to an extent, like you really love that person, no matter what, even if you cannot speak that person's language like fluently, you will pick out words, you'll be able to pick out words from everything they're saying and understand their sentences at one point in time later.
Because it's not like they keep saying that language, speak that, and soon I have to understand it.
If you really love somebody, you pick up that language. Even if you cannot speak fluently, you'll be able to pick out words when they are speaking and know what they're talking about.
Well, you know, some people are not good at languages, so
I don't think there's anybody that's not good at language.
There are people that learn languages fast and
faster than some persons.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, but
some people are not good. Like me, I'm not good at languages. Like I usually understand all language. I don't know. Maybe I understand, maybe I don't understand. I don't do. But the fact is that language is a thing. Like the way you learn maths is some people tell you I like English. I learn so some people actually learn things easily. Well, why you see a lot of us are speaking English right now because of growing up, we hear people speaking English around us, and maybe we hear less of our language around us.
And that's what the teachers is.
So what do you mean that I didn't grow up in a Yoruba land? I don't see understand Yoruba to that extent. I know I speak Muso, I speak little Yorubas, but I'm not grounded in Yoruba. So I think language learning of the language of your loved one is entirely up to the individual. If the individual is good at,
it's up to, but I think even if
it's not necessary.
there's the amount of years you spend around somebody and the person, because you are not just spending time around that one person, you're spending time around that person's family, you spend time around that person's culture too and everything. There's no how you will know the
Yes, every time I say we are partying so and so place, so you have come, you follow them and everything. Yes.
There's no how you will not later start picking up things. You understand me? You might not be able to speak, but you will be able to pick out words.
So Sam, what is your take when it comes to intertribal marriage? What do you think? Like, do you think it's something that we should encourage more, or do you think everybody should stay with their own language barrier, let everybody just stay in their own angle and marry themselves? What do you think?
I feel it's something that we should encourage more and promote more, and when we see this kind of things, we should not
encourage them.
We should not be quick to criticize them, because these things, there might be some people, someone might be out there trying to make a decision to marry someone not from his tribe, but this fear of what people will say, and once he comes outside and everyone starts judging him, he will change his mind, and that might be the person maybe he or she really likes.
And that person can really either be best for him or she for that particular marriage.
So I feel like we should encourage more people when we see this kind of things.
But you know something, there's one thing, I'm just for fun, but you can't not take it serious. There's one statement I used to see people write is that they say you can easily go and marry somebody abroad that's not for your tribe, but you cannot marry somebody from Nigeria that's not your tribe. Because say you can easily go and marry a white person that's not for your tribe, but somebody that is not for your tribe in Nigeria is seen as an outsider. But somebody abroad.
Green card now. That one is not a problem again because of green card.
It's like, okay, so called your change citizen, they'll not be in the Western world. So now I think some people generally like people, most times not even because they're green card. Like the same tribal issue we're talking about now. You see, you're not being tribalistic with that statement now. Means it's a green card.
No, the green card is not tribalistic. The North says for
you say you got green card, that is why person who want to easily marry somebody abroad and not marry his tribe.
Yes.
Like for someone that is refusing to marry another tribe, there are people that go abroad and marry a foreigner, but those same people don't have an issue with marrying someone that is not from that tribe. There are some people that are against other tribe here, but they will go abroad.
And the same thing, there are people in Nigeria like Igbo ladies and the first that I cannot marry from that tribe. But immediately that guy actually have plenty money, that rule will change. You now start seeing the father-in-law calling the person my child, my son, come. I really think that that thing is not. And again, my same person will tell you that okay, I have a scenario whereby this guy said that in their family you have to date the girl for 4 years before you even talk about marriage. I see.
I've never heard of that before.
I'm coming now. I have scenario like that.
For what tribe?
I don't want to start casting stones, but I have my own of this thing. So when that thing happened, then the girl traveled abroad. Immediately the girl traveled abroad. Oga change rule. Oga marry immediately. So what happened to the rule of spending 4 years when the girl was in Nigeria? But immediately the girl went abroad, rule changed. They ready to bend the rule. They ready to bend culture. But when the girl was in Nigeria, the culture changed. Everything changed. So I feel the whole intertribal marriage issues that come up with the basic fact that when they see that okay, fine, we don't really have what we want to gain from this person. It's just like the rich wanting to marry the rich. I feel like it's tribal too. When the rich man don't have to marry a poor man, they already between their daughter to one rich man daughter also.
They don't.
I'm not saying that the rich doesn't have issue of that tribal marriage.
Yeah.
I'm a rich Hausa man. Yeah, a rich Igbo man.
Their children were married.
Their children were married based on the fact that we are both rich.
Yeah, the same class.
We want to contain our wealth.
Yeah.
So you can see that it's actually issue only cause that when you are a poor, but when you don't have when they don't have money to big to the marriage, I mean like
No, I feel like the intertribal marriage, how will I put it? Hatred. Will I say it's hatred or condemnation?
yes.
I think it's high time we move past that stage as a nation, because whether we like it or not, we are all stuck here in Nigeria. It is Nigeria. There is nobody is coming to save us. We are Nigerians. We cannot change that label. at the moment.
So
You
we are
understand?
Nigerians. Well, I want to say something now. We are Nigerians, but are of different tribes, speak different languages. Do you know people feel comfortable when they are with a person?
That speaks the same language.
Yes, that they can understand themselves. They have the same attitude. Just like some people will tell you that an Igbo woman now, she's very, very free with, even when she's married, she can actually, you see an Igbo woman like married, flirting with another man. But on that tradition now, you're not cool with that.
I don't think.
I'm coming now. Some people see that. But don't you think that's a restriction?
I don't think Igbo men flirt with other men when they are married.
Flirt, but not maybe flirt as in maybe they engage sexually.
No,
you felt about like maybe
discussion,
or then
discussions.
All those. I have no this statement now. I have personal experience when it comes to this.
And you think there are other tribes that they don't flirt to?
No, there are some tribes now that they don't buy that idea. The one that woman is married, another man don't have access to their woman. Another man cannot. They never shake hands with another man once you're married. So do you think? No matter the level of exposure, those kind of people are ready to marry outside their tribe.
What I feel is that the major thing with intertribal marriages is that before you marry somebody that's from another tribe, you have to look into their culture and understand their culture and know if it's a bargain you can actually think.
You continue. Well, this is what you remember those days when they say that outside marriage, that if they are married, people are divided. I'm making sure you came. I don't mind that I'm fully 30 what you came for. So that's it. What I know are you family girl? I don't do.
For me, I believe I want to, especially you, the woman, because when you're a woman and you are getting married, you are going to his culture. If you are Igbo, you are no longer Igbo. Let's be honest with
Yes, you are not the other tribe.
The moment you are marrying him,
you are taking up his
son. You are becoming a part of his own culture. So you need to look into that culture and understand if it's a bargain you can actually take. If it's something you can actually live with. Because you will now get married and he will now start telling you that this is what his culture permits and this is what his culture does not permit. Then you will now start telling him that you cannot live by those cultural differences. You ought to know the cultural differences between both of you before you get married.
Yeah, before you get married, yeah.
And same for the men. I think men too should be a little bit more tolerant and understanding of where their wife comes from.
So I can tell you that if in my wife's region now, if I marry her, she's supposed to be able to have free access to other men. So
What
I
is
should
free
condone.
access? Are you saying sex?
Not sex now. Issue whereby now maybe I'm a man. If I'm married to you, I don't want you to hug another man. I don't want you to have.
It's what you discuss with her. You will reach a middle ground.
You guys will come to a compromise.
Compromise.
What of when the ladies don't want to come to a compromise?
You should not get married to someone that cannot compromise for you. That's what I believe.
So why you as a man can't compromise for the girl too?
No, that's why I say both of you will sit and reach a middle ground. That's what a compromise is. So it's either you. That's why I said men should be more understanding of where the woman is coming from too, and our own culture. Yes, you are getting married to her and she's supposed to take up your own culture.
Yes.
We know that. But at the same time, we should be a little bit more tolerant to people from that, because you know she's from another culture. You understand? So it's left for both of you to discuss and create a middle ground.
Yeah, this is what you want to go into.
This is what I will take, this is what I cannot tolerate, this is what I want, this is what I don't want.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, and if you are dating or getting married to somebody that cannot compromise for you, I think that is already a red flag.
Yes.
You understand me? So that is what I believe. So intertribal marriages, I feel they are interesting. I feel we should encourage more of it because we are one. And another thing is the stigma on children that are born from intertribal marriages. In fact, sometimes it's not even outsiders. It's even within family. You understand? Like maybe it's an Igbo family, and one of the daughters is married to a Yoruba man. You understand? And when the children come around the Igbo family, they treat them differently because
like strangers.
They believe they are from another culture.
From that tribe, another culture, yes.
You understand? So those things, then minus the family now, outsiders is now worse. Some outsiders don't know how to talk. Which you find go Yoruba land. How you take marry Yoruba man? How you take marry? That kind of thing. Then some even go as far as calling children, because the children is not from that tribe, bastards. Okay, imagine what happens in the last general elections, the Lagos State's election.
When somebody
was running for state governorship and they said he cannot run because he is from an intertribal marriage.
Yes. You understand?
Those kind of things. It is appalling. People should understand
so
that.
There's even a stigma to intertribal marriage also.
Yes, but we need to move past it. I think it's something we should go past as a nation.
Interact, do a comment, let us know your own point of view about intertribal marriage. You think that tribal marriage is something we should all be involved with? You encourage tribal marriage, or everybody should marry from their tribe?
Right.
And also, if you have other questions, like you have other topics you want us to discuss, trivia topics about society you want us to discuss, leave a comment in the comment box below, or ask for our social media and where you can DM us. We can actually listen to you and treat those topics in our next videos. Thank you very much, guys.